Hi friends, it's Julie. Welcome back to 15-minute stream of consciousness for each of the 12 zodiac signs. Now let's talk about Virgo. And this is about the archetype of Virgo, not necessarily the Virgo sun sign. So the first word that comes to mind when I think of Virgo is purify. So Virgo is the sixth, if we're going sequentially, zodiac sign. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. So that's Aries, Mars, Taurus, Venus, Gemini, Mercury, Cancer, the moon, Leo, the sun. Five. So those are all the personal planets. And once we get to Virgo 6, it's the last of the more personal zodiac signs before we get to Libra, which is 7, which is relationship based. And from there to the rest of the zodiac, it's more about our relations with one another and with our friends and with society at large and being of service. And so this sixth sign needs to purify because we've been so in the ego up until Virgo. We've been so in my need to survive, my need to take care of myself, my emotional needs, my need to self-express. And these are all wonderful, this is what it is to be human. We all have all the signs in us. And then once we get to Virgo, we want to purify the ego. We want to purify our motives. What is motivating us? And what do I mean by purify? Well, I think of Virgo as the virgin, right? And I think of Milton's Paradise Lost. If you've ever read that, I don't know how I remember this obscure thing from school, but I just remember talking about the archetype of the virgin and that the virgin is this unexperienced, innocent, naive child who is pure because they haven't been sullied yet. They haven't been tarnished or dirtied. But in Milton's Paradise Lost, he was talking about the archetype of the virgin as one who has been experienced and then chooses purity and then chooses celibacy, chooses to abstain from that which will dirty their purifying. So it's not naive. I don't think that the Virgo archetype is naive. I think that she's experienced and she's choosing purification. She's choosing the higher path. When I think of purification, I think of in Tibetan Buddhism and Vajrayana Buddhism, it's called Mundro, and there's these 9 practices that are repeated 100,000 times before the teaching of Dzogchen. Before you can actually receive the Tibetan Buddhist teachings, you have to do purification practices. And that includes doing prostrations, where you are humbling, you are this little humble, and just humble, so a shadow of the Virgo energy can be belittling myself, being hard on myself, thinking I'm too small and insignificant. But what I mean in this terms of purification and the glory of Virgo is the humble recognition of my position of being a human, of who am I to presume anything? I'm not presumptuous whatsoever. Who am I to be proud in my ego, to feel accomplished when I don't even know the substance of which I am made? There's this humbling through prostrations. Also the mandala offering, where we offer everything that is the most valuable things to us in our human lives. We take all of the most precious relationships, positive experiences, feelings of love, everything that we love about life, and we create a mandala and we offer it. We offer all of these things, again, humbling, purifying our intention and our motive. Another part of it is confessing our sins. And sin meaning anything that we do that is not really fully what we want, not really fully what is in alignment with what we really want. Things that we've done to accidentally harm others and go against ourselves. And all of this is to they say cleansing the vessel which will receive the golden milk of the teachings. And if you're not purified, then you don't have the space to receive these teachings. They'll just like go over your head, or that's where the teachings can like get perverted if they're not received by one with pure intentions. And so Virgo, a lot of the times purification, like also the digestive system comes up with Virgo a lot, because it needs to, it's so sensitive to it's discernment. It's like the intestines are ruled by Virgo, and the intestines discern what's going to be poop and what's going to be nutrition. It breaks down. It's also, Virgo's ruled by Mercury. I like to consider it ruled by Chiron. I've heard that. I didn't put a ruler in the title because I feel kind of ambiguous about the ruler, but it's ruled by Mercury in the sense of analyzing information and breaking down information and having a capacity to zoom in focus, a very narrow focused attention. Discernment is what I'm getting at, where we can discern what's poop from what's nourishment in our bodies. And the Virgo archetype may have to research as it learns about contamination. That's a big theme for Virgo. Because it's wanting to purify, as it learns about like, oh, like I have these certain food sensitivities, so I have to do research, like what foods don't have the things I'm allergic to, or oh, I'm just learning about pesticide residue or GMOs, and so I have to do research and learn about foods, how they're grown and how are they processed, and the contamination. It's like the micro level contamination that we've gained such a great awareness of during COVID, where our attention was suddenly brought to the level of germs and wanting to keep everything clean and pure. And so, yeah, this exists both on the physical level, on the level of the body, and on the level of what we're putting into our bodies, and on the spiritual level, purifying our motives and our intentions to align with the higher, being able to align with a higher than ego level sense of purpose and meaning. The Virgo is also very much of service. Virgo purifies through service. It's work. It's the employee, on a level. But higher than that, it's, the humble servant, really giving of itself. It rules pets because they're things we take care of. The Virgo will take care of everything and their mother, the caretaker for the nanny of the zodiac. I forget who said that. Those aren't my words, but someone else said that. The nanny of the zodiac. And it just has so much to take care of. Because it's this being of selfless service where we're learning to integrate our ego with everything else and that which is beyond me. The Virgo Pisces axis. So the Pisces is the polarity point of the Virgo. That's like the opposite energy that's dealing with. And I see this axis as dealing with healing. A lot of themes around healing for the Virgo energy. Where like it's very much like purging, like sicknesses coming up, and needing to really take care of the body, needing to like take out time from life to care for the body. Virgo is an earth sign, even though it's ruled by Mercury. Virgo is mutable earth, and it's the body, as opposed to in opposition with Pisces, which is mutable water, which is more the spiritual, emotional kind of a felt sense of surrender to God, being overpowered by something much, that has a stronger will than I have as a human, that has a deeper understanding of what I am than I have as a human. In the Pisces realm. but still there's this humbling where there's like a stepping back and a giving of one's self to others and to be of service. And oh yeah, but the body. So yeah, so Virgo, it does have a lot to do with diet and what we're putting into our body and how we're taking care of our bodies, because it's that earth sign, and it's the desire to perfect the physical body and to be in excellent health, and the path of healing that we go through, which really puts everything in a different perspective. After going, after Leo, we'll just stay with Leo, which is the 5 before the 6. Virgo is the 6 in the sequence of the zodiac. The Leo, you can watch the video on Leo, but it's all about like self-expression, ego expression, identity. Who am I? Like fun and like playful, and then once you get to Virgo, it's just like, it's kind of like being shot down and like just humbling. I keep using the word humbling, because everything is put into a different perspective when you're having fun in life, and your motives and your goals are like, to find the best lover ever and to have the best friends ever and to be the most successful that you can be in your business and all these like great, like healthy life goals. And then when sickness comes in, when you get sick or when someone you love gets sick and you have to just take time out from life to take care of yourself or to take care of them, it puts everything in a completely different perspective. Priorities get totally rearranged, and it's like facing you with Pisces. It's facing you with the death of the body, the dissolution of the body, that which is beyond the physical. Once we're put in that position where we can't take our body for granted in order to build on top of it, in order to build a life, build relationships, build community, build our career. Like when we're on that level of the body, Taurus is there also. Capricorn's there too in a different way. Taurus is there also because, and Taurus is the fixed earth, Capricorn is a cardinal earth, because it's on the level of survival, but it's not so much dealing with the healing and sickness as it is with nourishment and enjoying the senses of being alive. But with this Virgo energy, once you're in a position of being incapacitated, it really can mature a person. It can really prepare a person to go through the rest of the zodiac. And I'm saying a person, not to bring it into the sun sign particularly, but because we're talking about the personal half of the zodiac, where we're on the human level, we're on the personal planets, and that Virgo is the cleansing, the purification, the preparation, to be of service in the highest sense. Okay, what else about Virgo? Discernment, discrimination, contamination, sorting things out, the mercurial mental energy of Virgo, staying on top of things, keeping things organized, getting all the work done. It's very responsible. It's almost kind of Saturnian in that way of being the mature, responsible one. It's kind of the process of becoming the mature and responsible one, the process of cleansing. Yeah, any kind of cleansing. Okay, what else? Virgo. Yeah, I mean, I also like Virgo is ruled by Chiron, the wounded healer, where we have to, not have to, it's like there's a soft spot in us in some way, and through the healing process, we're able to learn how we can help others, because it's something that we're always working on in ourselves. We're able to show others how they can help heal themselves in these ways. And yeah, what else about Virgo? I feel complete in Virgo. So, yeah. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. If you're interested in a reading, you can reach out to me at prismclouds@gmail.com. I'll put that in the description box below. Also, if I have any afterthoughts, I might put them in the description box below. Till next time.